Okay, the title of my piece is misleading. The trouble with being an Ithacan-American, there is no trouble with that. The trouble is covering them. This is the kind of stuff we like to do. The K&H Redemption Center down there at West End was imperiled by a sick landlord. We cover things like the execution of the landmark copper beech tree down at the Beech Tree Nursing Home. They had a little problem with branding after that. So we covered that inside out, from the tree huggers yelling at the guys who were hired from Elmira to cut the tree down to the guys cursing back at the tree huggers. We have something we run regularly called Aesop the Cop. It's based on Aesop tales. I write the poetry and come up with the moral for the tale from real police items here from the Tinytown police blotter in Ithaca. And this is a real story that happened here in College Town. Here's one of our local boys, Billy. Everybody knows him. Followed his story after he got run over by a truck, but Billy's been around for a while and I always keep track of him. And he shows here how difficult it can be to read. And that's, it's just a tiresome exercise sometimes. That's Belinda Cho. She's in the clean room at Tinytown. She's one of our illustrators and co-consultants. And she comes up with some brilliant illustrations for things like the thing that's just about to happen. I practiced this at 3 seconds a slide. Behold, big, huge, and little tiny. They take it to the other side of the tracks here in Tinytown, because Ithaca is also, and Tinytown is also a mythical kind of thing. We have real people on staff. We have imaginary people on staff. We have Chad Coles, who handles AdQ and PR. This is a beautiful mural. Sorry for the poor quality of the slide here, but that's Olive the Weather Hen in the foreground. This is actually 5x7. It's in our office at the DeWitt Mall on the mezzanine level, 215 South Cayuga. Stop by sometime. Give me some news. We like tiny news, and we eat local foods, and that's Jack Poseidon getting us a bottom fish there for lunch one day. We just said, hey Jack, go out and catch us some lunch. We missed the smelt run. We were going to make some smelt sandwiches. How about that, Dave? You would have liked to be in on that action. We run beautiful slideshows. This would not tell you that, but they are actually beautiful slideshows, and they're from the region. And we run 20 to 40 pictures a show. Frankie14850 is always out with his camera, taking pictures. Here's another one. Gosh, it's this goddamn thing. What can I say? That's the handball court. There's a story behind how this handball court was ruined by the graffiti on it because you can't see the handball anymore. That's an inside Tinytown story. That's the kind of stuff we write about. There's Davey Weathercock with Olive the Weather Hen. His videos have become something of a cult following. He doesn't just talk about the weather, he is the weather. And it's not just about the weather. He will tell you that. You've got to go listen to this man talk about this stuff. When the sovereign citizens showed up here in their holy ghost of a bus last summer and refused to use any of the basic rights of way, such as driver's licenses, registration, and so forth, well, we were there. And they like to set up situations with cops and videotape them. Bust the man, you know. Tinytown Teasers by Adam Pearl, the New York Times crossword puzzle guru. 3 across, 3 down. They get hard. They go up over the week. This is in the middle of the week, and it's kind of tough. All right, kids, you know, I got to deal with them somehow. If they're clever, that's more points for them. They found the hidden camera on the Commons, right there in Commons Central, that belongs to that wacko group called Ancient Wisdom, God bless them, whatever. All right, we had something called Tattoo Tally, and now we're moving that into Show Me Your Sutures and other hardware stuff that we're working on. This was one of the tattoos that was shown to us by Steel Tattoo. We had a little cute story about somebody going in for their very first tattoo at the age of 50. Josiah. Came to Cornell to study and decided that he wanted to be a street performer. Here he's doing a routine of Tiny Tim. Tiny Tim was southpaw, however, so he needed a little more instruction. Poor Josiah, love him. This is a true story of the Waxworks Museum in Stench, New York. One summer, the heat got a little too much, the air conditioning broke, and an old-fashioned dentist diorama. The dentist melted onto the face of the patient, and they had to turn the dentist around. We are patriotic at Tinytown Times, and we cover all veterans events. even when somebody has obviously mistaken the American flag for a gangsta tag. It is, kinda, when you think about it. And cop stuff can't get enough cop stuff. The trouble is keeping anchors who do the Tinytown Blues police log alive. And we rest them regularly at a place called Bridge House. Mercury Bayshore is there right now after getting hit in the neck with a blow dart full of fentanyl from Chad Coles after he was arguing about this very shirt. This is a look in the future of Tinytown. We're going to go with this 3-block format so we can put in our classified advertising as we monetize our assets. We've got up to about 50,000 viewers now, most of them unique, as Ithaca is, and that's just great. I've got business cards.